This car showed up at our garage with a bunch of really bad problems. First off, this area has been repaired and it needs fresh paint. And check this out, problem number 2. The last guy who painted this car picked the wrong color completely. Look at that, the mismatch is just screaming at you compared to the rest of the body. With these 2 issues, I will take you through the entire repaint process from start to finish. Be sure to watch the video to the end and follow each step closely. Hey everyone, welcome back to Carfix Garage. We start with some rough sandpaper. 120 grit is an excellent choice for this stage. Let's begin with the area that hasn't been painted yet to smooth out the rough spots and dirt. At this stage, we will also sand down the paint edges like this. Now that our sandpaper has softened a bit, we'll sand the painted areas as well. Next, we remove this plastic section to access the area underneath. This is stuck on with glue. With a little heat, we can take it off super easy. After first sanding around, it's time for a proper wash. Next up, we're gonna fill all the surface imperfections. Just mix your filler with the hardener and you're ready to go. Okay, first layer. Push the filler on nice and hard. You gotta really press it so no air gets trapped underneath. With your metal scrubber, remove any excess filler. Continue this process until you feel that the major uneven areas has been filled with putty. For now, we have to remove this door for better access. Now we have to sand the panel using the same sandpaper. Clean it up and you're ready for the next round. In second round, we try to fill any imperfections left. Before sanding the panel, we apply a black powder over the putty. You can also use a spray paint for this. Now that our surface is marked, we're gonna sand it down using a sanding block. Now let me explain why we do it. The spots where the color stays after sanding are low areas. They still need some putty. Again, mix your putty with some hardener and fill the area. Okay, let it dry and it's ready for sand. For first round, we have to sand the panel with 240 grit. Remember, you have to sand the edges more for better fade. For round 2, use a 400 grit sandpaper and don't forget to sand the edges more than the whole panel. Definitely you have to wash the car before applying the primer layer. Now it's time for our two-part primer. But before we get it ready, we have to cover the areas we don't want to touch. Here's how our primer mix works. The required amount of 2K primer and the same amount of hardener. Then we mix this with 20,000 thinner until it's reached the right consistency. Now how do we know if we added enough thinner? Don't worry, I'll show you a really awesome trick for that in a bit. Pull the stir stick out of the paint and the paint on it will first flow for about 5 seconds before it starts dripping drop by drop. If the flow takes longer than 5 seconds, just add a bit more thinner. If it's quicker than 5 seconds, you added too much thinner and you will need to add some more primer and hardener. For us, there was too much thinner, so we just added a little extra primer and hardener. As you can see now, it takes about 5 seconds before dripping. We attach a filter to the spray gun's cup and pour in the primer we just mixed. For the first coat, we dial down the spray gun so it spits out bigger droplets to fill in those tiny holes like this. Start with the edges, then hit the whole panel with primer. Some small gapes left, that's fine, we're covering those with instant putty. Instant putty doesn't need any hardener, just gotta work fast cause it dries super quick. Now it's time to crank up the spray gun and lay down a nice even coat all over the panel. Alright, we've got our primer down. Now we gotta let it sit for about 12 hours to fully dry. After that, hit it with some 360 grit sandpaper and give it a good wash so it's ready for the paint. We're using nitrocellulose paint as our base coat. This type of paint doesn't need a hardener, you just mix it with thinner. For the mix ratio, use the same drip test we did for the primer. The only difference here is it should take 3 seconds before it starts dripping. Charge the spray gun with paint and start spraying with a low spray flow, just like we did for the primer. After applying a light coat, increase the spray flow and paint the panel again. Now we are moving on to metallic layer. Pour the required amount into the cup and mix it with thinner made especially for metallic paints. Use the same technique for measuring thinner. It should take about 3 seconds before it starts dripping. For this layer, repeat the exact same steps. Pay attention to your hand movement. Moving too slowly will cause the paint to drip, while moving too fast might leave some areas undercoated. Next up is the clear layer. We're going with acrylic clear on this car. Mix in half as much acrylic hardener, then thin it with thinner 21. Stick to the 3 seconds method for the thinner measurement. We also add a bit of anti-silicone to the mix to eliminate any moisture inside the mixture and the air compressor. It's finally done when you spray the clear coat evenly over the surface. Keep that in mind, you have to apply 2 clear layers for best result. As you can see, the area that needed new paint is now covered. The repaired section is completely invisible and the part with color mismatch is now perfectly blended with the body. This car will come back in about 10 days for sanding and polishing. For sanding and polishing process, which is very important, I uploaded several videos that you can see in my channel. The tricks I showed you in this video come from years of experience working with all kinds of materials and dealing with every type of problem. If you want to learn more tips and do your own car work at home, hit that subscribe button.